Hey, on with the motley, wherever it is.
Hooray, we're back for another Strange Aeons session. Um, in between the Strange Aeons weeks and the other weeks we've been playing Dragon Age, and that's a lot of fun. We're currently in the middle of a story arc, but when that story arc ends, I might start recording the Dragon Age sessions as well if people would like.
Do. They're always a lot of fun.
Also, our missing player is back with us finally. Hooray!
Yay.
Yay.
She sort of knows roughly what happened in that you've come back to town. You know, you've left the asylum, come back to the mainland. This is a recap, by the way, in case you hadn't worked it out. Stumbled around town, trying to find places to stay. Managed to find space for the inmates of the asylum at the chapel. But you've also discovered that the priestess at the chapel that you met wasn't the priestess at the chapel. And whoever she was, she's probably up to no good. And now, in fact, she seems to not be there anymore. You went to the Sleepless Detective Agency building, where they let you in, and
Eventually.
Gregor had to apologise profusely for offending the head of the Sleepless Detective Agency on a previous occasion, calling her a lot of very nasty names and using a lot of insults.
Unhealthy language.
Apparently he called her the missing link, and not in the least because her artwork looks a little bit like Anne Robinson. Among other things. Oh,
Yes, if you check chat, you'll see.
Yeah.
You'll see when I speak to you in the game.
you did also encounter the artist, Lelwyn Hassuk, who the adventure describes as a half-elf with blonde hair and grey eyes, and his portrait looks like this. And I'm dropping it in the Skype chat so you can all see again just how accurate that art brief was.
It's a male.
Yeah, they got that right at least. So we've ascertained that he has blonde hair, but he dyes it to be fashionable because he's an artist.
Hang on just a second.
Oh my god.
Yep. And he has been staying in the chapel, painting beautiful murals for the faithful. The priestess at the chapel has disappeared a few days ago and hasn't been seen since. Lelwyn Hassuk doesn't know why she would have come back, but she seems to have gone now. And he has been accused of graffiti because someone has been going around painting murals all around town of the same ruined city you experienced in your nightmares and saw in the sketches of the bloke whose name began with a U that I can't remember from the first book in the asylum. But a few clicks away, Ulva Xandalus. Yeah. And it looked like his images of the ruined city. Now, trying to find places to sleep, you went to the only inn in town, only to find that you're all barred until you repay Eric's unpaid bar tab and apologise for starting a bar fight and deal with the man who was going round spreading, doomsaying, saying the world was going to end and the Brimstone Witch was going to come and take you all away again. So the Briarstone Witch was going to come take you all away again. He'd seen her in his dreams rising up out of the bay with her long claws and reaching out and plucking people out of the town. You also know there's been a number of disappearances, and you know that the royal accuser Amari, who Winter Klajka was due to see, went up to the garrison to demand to know what was going on, and hasn't come back since.
Sorry about that, I had to answer the door.
Okay. The town authorities have disappeared. Count Hasserton Lowls IV he went away a few weeks ago, and the mayor's disappeared, the priestess has disappeared, the soldiers are all staying up in the garrison and not coming out, and the town is getting really, really paranoid. And that's brought you up to date. Now, whilst returning to the shrine, the new chapel, not the old chapel, you heard wails and moans and hideous cries coming from an old ramshackle run-down boarded-up house on the end of town. And you all decided to head on over there. And as screams and moans and cries came from the door, as you walked up to the front door and knocked on it and said, "What's the matter? Do you have a toothache?"
I said, "Did you stub your toe?"
Oh, okay.
Because it sounded like someone who, holding onto their toe, like, oh.
Now,
To me.
Michael,
Yes.
Virgil remembers something. You remember standing here on this very spot many years ago because you're from this town.
Mm-hmm.
And standing here with a small group of your friends late one evening and daring each other to go inside, but none of you quite feeling brave enough to do so. You know that whatever's been going on here, it's been going on for a very long time, and you recall a little girl called Yulia standing there with a doll clutched tightly in her hand, but the hand was kind of down by her side, trying to look nonchalant, claiming that she'd go stay in the house. And you can't remember if she did or not, but you think that she did go in, and she never came out again. And as the haze of memory clears, you see Azure standing by the door, holding a doll in her hand, and it all seems remarkably familiar. What are you going to do?
Get away from that door! Run, you fool!
A trembling moan emerges from the house. Evan's AFK at the moment, so no immediate response from him. How about everyone else?
If I see a target, I blast it. If I don't see a target, I don't.
Okay.
Where's the person who was screaming about stay away from the door?
He's right here, with his leprous peacock.
Yes,
Oh,
the
shit.
peacock.
Yes, the peacock still has leprosy.
I'm moving to that then.
Eric looks back at him.
Its beak falls off on you.
That's not how it works, god damn it.
Eric looks back at him and says, "So what, you want us to use the window?"
Sure, why not? Climb in.
People don't come back.
The windows are boarded up.
You can blow into pieces if you want. Do that.
I'd like you all to know that I've prepared these 4 maps of this building very specially in between sessions, so I might be disappointed if we don't use them much, but I also won't complain. Oh, he's striding up to the door.
Oh, good god. Okay, ready a crossbow.
I got you covered.
Alright, Evan, I say to you, apparently this place is dangerous. You probably should stand behind me.
Evan, important for you to note while you were away. Virgil shouted at you to get away from the door and don't go in there because people don't come back.
Okay.
What is Flooper doing standing that far away from me?
Good point. There we go.
Floofing. He's floofing
As
about.
a side note for Cassie, you also noticed that I gave at one point I gave away the creepy doll, and a little kid gave me the doll that looked like, or an action figure basically that looked like a woman, and now I have a different Eidolon with me.
Barbie.
Yeah.
Well, more like the Kellid Conan caveman version of Barbie, you know.
Yeah.
Action Man. Yay! Remember Action Man? I had two of those.
No, not Action Man. She doesn't have those kind of working joints. Interesting. I've got the mouse flicker that I'd normally only get if I was sharing screens in Skype. That's very bizarre.
Well, I'm showing her the handout for the.
Yeah, I'm just checking what would happen for me, but that's fine. So yes, the house moans ominously once again.
Is the door locked?
Let me... No, it's not. Doesn't appear to be locked. Did you want to open it?
Yep.
Don't do it.
Was that a yes or a no?
That's a yes. I'm sorry, it's his mentality. If there's a problem, you take it head on. You don't sneak around and, stand back away from it.
Okay. So the door opens. You see a hallway with a large flight of steps ascending upwards. Doors off to the left and right. Hallways off to the left and right. And an knackered old carpet on the floor. And there seem to be some old candles just dotted around, scattered on the floor in little groups. None of them are lit right now. And they've clearly burned down a lot. There's knobby blobs of wax, coming down the sides in mutated, melted shapes. And bits of wax just melted across the floor from the base of the candles.
I would like to listen for that moan again and see which direction it came from.
I advanced slowly, came to one side of Eric, making sure I'm behind Eric.
As
All
usual.
right.
Yeah, of course. He's a big burly man, and I'm a woman. Young girl. So men are four, aren't they? Hiding behind.
Yeah, at some point someone should probably have a word with Lila about how young she used to be and how she ain't quite that young anymore.
I know, I've got these weights in front of me. They were smaller than that last time I checked. Well, before this happening here.
Let's move those up a little just so you can get a better view of what's going on there.
Whoever's gonna have the talk is not me.
Now listen here, young lady. If I have to go and put you over my knee,
You lose both your legs, I thought. From the knee upwards, I'll amputate them.
Just
Are
remember,
you saying
just
you're
remember the
fat?
way he's role playing this character, okay?
No,
oh,
No. Seriously, remember one of you got barred from a drinking establishment for running up a big bar tab and starting a fight. One of you insulted the head of an organization so much that they didn't want to see you anymore. What might the rest of you have done in the past?
I think
That
they
was
were
a-
reacting to the fact that I said, "Are you saying you're fat?" When you might lose your legs from the waist down.
Nope, I'll just blow them off. Do you want me to try? Show you how
Wait,
it's done.
who ran that bar tab?
It wasn't me. I swear I don't remember ever running up a bar tap.
You didn't remember anything. Actually, none of us could remember.
I just heard ooh, and I'm going, not me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not old enough.
Oh, that reminds me. When you saved Lelwyn Hassock from an angry mob, he gave a bag of money to Gregor, and no one's actually looked inside it to see how much money there is or anything like that.
We've not had the opportunity.
I know. I'm
Let's get the bag.
just reminding people in case they'd forgotten.
Alright, so do I hear that moaning that we heard before?
Yeah.
What direction? The side doors or
Inside the house somewhere. Okay, one moment. So you stride into the hallway. You see a door to the left, two doors to the right here. You see doors up ahead here as well. And stairs ascending to a higher floor. There's also some kind of big urn here.
Check out the.
You look in it, it looks like an urn. There's soil in there or ashes, it's hard to tell.
Cassie, do you want me to move you forward?
Yep.
Where to?
Just beside Gregor.
Okay, that's nice and easy.
Okay.
We shouldn't be here.
Agreed. I should be home, in bed, peacefully. But again, life sucks, doesn't it?
Well, I'm not the first person to walk in. Stride him, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I noticed somebody. There's a token apparently under Lady Catherine.
Yes, there is.
Oh, our missus.
Ah. Oh. It was Virgil and the leprous peacock. Okay then.
Get a room if I were you.
That's so we get the crazy old man, a leprous peacock, and a ghost. That's a very interesting group.
Aye.
Yeah.
The house goes very quiet again. Eric stands here by the door.
Cupping my hands over my mouth behind everybody.
What kind of language is that?
Oh, well, I'll check this door since they seem to not want to be coming in.
All right.
Shouldn't be here. We should not be here.
The door sticks a little in its frame, but you manage to grind it open against the floor. There seems to be some old kind of chest here. There's a table with some chairs, an ornate but faded carpet. Now I'll just go like this a moment. And in the right-hand corner there, in the near right-hand corner, there's a fireplace. There's a doorway on the right-hand side here, and you can see boarded-up windows.
Is that chest big enough to hold a sword in it?
Depends how big the sword is, really. I mean, if it's like, say about 3.5, 4 feet long, then just about, yes.
We were coming inside. I believe Glenn was trying to say something.
No, I'm just following along.
Oh, okay. I thought you tried to say something, so I was trying to help you.
There's a thick patina of dust on the tabletop and on the carpet. You get the feeling that people haven't been here in years, but you can see child-sized footprints in the dust here and there, just scattered about, as if someone has come in tentatively and moved around, or maybe the place is full of children and they're all hiding from you.
Well, someone must have definitely stubbed their toe with a moan like that.
Well, I'm going to check that chest.
All right. You
Well,
check
these
the
children ate them.
you check the old chest. The old lock, the ancient lock on the old chest is unlocked. The lid comes loose, and you find a few old blankets and basic sort of household supplies, but anything of value seems to have been. It also looks disturbed and rummaged, as if people have rustled around in it an awful lot.
Where
But
do those,
anything of value has been taken long ago.
Step a
I look back out the door and call back to them and say, "Hey, there's some children's footprints in here, and my sword's not in this chest."
Oh, Jesus.
Any further in, Cass? Oh, they're fine.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Wait, how do you know there's children here?
Yep. That footprint there is smaller than my foot.
I think all of our footprints are smaller than your foot.
Could be a midget woman.
I move up behind him, just peek round his shoulder, see what he's pointing at.
the floofer, the dog, starts to become agitated.
What is it?
He seems to
What is
feel
it?
very uncomfortable.
I have a bad feeling.
He curls up. He kind of curls up round Reynasia's ankle, and in her head she hears his voice. It's coming! It's coming! Whatever it is, it's not right. We shouldn't be here. We shouldn't be here, mistress. We should go. Go now. Go!
Friends?
Okay, yeah.
Hello? I believe this something very bad is about to happen.
Okay. I was just saying that, moving my hand to judge the size of these footprints, then looking down my feet and measuring them as if I'm using my hand spatially to see if these are my footprints size to these children's.
No, your footprints are considerably larger.
I know they are, just comic effect. I put my hands so far apart, put it look as if line of sight of my eyes to the children's, and just move my hands slowly to my feet and thinking, yeah, that's all them, man.
In response
Are we
to her
really going to
saying
stay here?
there's something dangerous coming, I will draw my scythe.
Oh, for goodness sakes.
I'll step to here, and we'll take a
At
full defense.
this moment, something begins to rise out of the carpet here.
I'm backing up!
It's
Back up!
it's dark. It's dark and furry, and vaguely spherical. As it rises, beneath the hair a forehead appears, and a face, and a figure rises up, dressed in a ragged gown, and gazes at you all. Ah!
Shoot it.
What the hell?
Daniel!
What in hell?
Alright, well, we're going to have to roll initiative then, I think.
Do we name the ghost Daniel? Or does it actually have a real name?
Oh, it has a real name, I'm just not telling
Do
you
I
what its
know
real
it?
name is.
No, I'm actually curious if I know it.
You know, if you had a knowledge local, or maybe knowledge religion, those might help, but only because you're from this town, because you've missed some of your memory, and
Do you want me to
think
roll
I might
for
have
the
some
dog?
knowledge, either local or religion. I'm pretty sure it's real.
Raph, do you want me to roll for the little dog?
yeah, I can do it. It's
Okay.
right
I've already
there.
rolled for Cass.
Okay.
Have history.
Are we missing anything? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh god. Everything. Everything's
And
here?
Do you want
Okay.
her to do her knowledge check now, or do you want her to do her knowledge turn?
No, I want Virgil's knowledge check. And I want
Okay.
him to roll initiative.
I don't know exactly where I'm from, so I do not know if I have knowledge of this town.
That's okay.
No, I was meaning Cassandra, not my character, but
I know.
okay.
Still waiting on an initiative and a knowledge check from Virgil, though.
I have knowledge history.
Okay. Sure, knowledge history. Alright. And you can roll initiative as well.
Where's Virgil? I can't see him.
He's under the peacock. He's
Okay.
always under the peacock.
Fine, yeah.
There.
Virgil, yes, this is the Wailing House. It's existed on the edge of town here longer than you can remember, and longer than most living people can remember in this town, to be honest. The house tends to scream and moan and wail, especially on wheel days. In fact, generally only on wheel days. And ironically, it is wheel day. I went and checked the Pathfinder calendar. It's wheel day the 3rd of Calistril? 4716. And now this angry spirit is rising from the floor. Local children will often dare each other to to spend the night in the garden outside the house, and some will even dare each other to spend the night inside the house, but very few ever risk it. And the few who do go inside generally don't last the whole night. Some who've ventured inside have not returned. And those who do go in there and don't last the night never speak about it ever again. So now that we've established that, I'm going to sort initiative. Hey, it's Lady Catherine's turn. You know, that thing looks... is she physical or ghostly at the moment?
She's physical, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, this thing looks considerably less physical than she does. She can see the stairs through it and the banisters and the walls. It's very insubstantial, but that doesn't mean it's unthreatening.
Yeah, let me double check and see what she has equipped.
Sure.
No, she is in incorporeal form.
Oh, she is?
Yes.
Oh, well then it looks faintly see-through, just like her.
Oh, okay.
Hi.
And
Hi.
I'm thinking she goes first, too, surprisingly enough.
Mm-hmm.
She does.
Oh.
Double tap.
She's just going to go up and wail at it.
It's a whaling.
Okay, it's a whale off.
Yeah.
Awesome. Is that all she's doing for now?
She's going to attack it.
Oh, she's more than wailing. Okay, she's wailing and flailing. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Now, I have a question.
Yeah.
If she hits...
We'll find out, won't we?
Yeah.
No,
This
who's
should be
good?
interesting with the long suffering. If it works.
Is Lady Catherine invisible to everybody else?
Ooh, nice. Let's have a look at those for a moment.
Yeah, she is invisible to everyone else, but the people who
But-
can actually see it.
Oh,
for some really
let's make
reason or
her
another.
visible to players then. Yes, she's... No,
Those
she's
that wish
visible to
look at
players.
Skype can see her.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize she was still invisible.
Everyone... She's not still invisible. That's why I'm confused.
I didn't know she was still invisible to the players. How's that?
Um...
It might be
Okay.
set to visible to owners only.
Yeah,
How do I
she's still
change
invisible
that?
on my screen.
Ah, yeah, owners only. Okay, there we go.
Can physical attacks hurt it?
Well, there's ways of finding out. Now let me do. So, yeah, her claws rake through the creature, and it turns its eyes to look at her.
And does it need to make the will save?
What's this again? This is a spectre thing,
Long
isn't it?
suffering strike. When a phantom with this focus hits a creature with its slam attack, that creature must succeed at a will saving throw, DC 10 plus the half her hit die plus charisma modifier, or any attacks targeting the creature gain a +1 bonus rolls and damage rolls until the beginning of the next turn.
I don't see any reason why that would not take effect at the moment.
And that will fail.
There's no obvious visual effect, no big World of Warcraft flashy, colourful thing.
Oh,
Yeah, does it?
the times when I wish I had
Yes.
some
It
kind
failed
of
by
magical
2. I
weapon
think
that
it's a
could
13.
probably hurt it.
Well,
Nasia.
it's your turn.
Just
It looks like a
move
ghost.
a little bit to that corner there and shoot it.
There.
So,
Yeah.
up into the doorway.
Okay. I'll let you make her attack rolls, Raph, because you know more about her character.
Absolutely. I will absolutely attempt to shoot.
I did copy her notes area and give it to her so that she would have her information.
That's good to know. I'm just checking feats in case. No, I don't know.
On the mouse over on feats, it says she's got dodge and precise.
Doesn't that require point blank shot as well? Yeah, it's okay. Fine. Yeah, she finally got it this level because she likes shooting things. You fire a bolt and it ricochets off the side of the stairwell there. Most unfortunate, and I'll mark down a bolt for you on this version, and you can do so with your own notes as well.
Okay.
That is most unfortunate. Virgil, this thing looks... Well, it doesn't look very natural. Hey, actually, all of you get to make me a will save. Because we're using the fear rules from the horror book, and I just remembered.
Yes.
Enjoy the fun of a will save, people.
Right now.
Yeah.
Do I even
Does
see
even
it?
Lady Catherine have to make a will save against another spirit?
Yeah.
Okay.
In this case, she does.
Because
I
it's
got-
actually your psyche.
I got Cass covered.
Oh, God.
Sorry, Cass.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't make it either, so don't feel bad.
Has everyone saved already?
I get
yeah,
+1
okay.
to this. Give me a second. Yes, I think I saved.
So those who managed to get a 17 or higher
Oh, I didn't know.
I failed.
are only taking 1 point of sanity damage.
Okay. You can mark hers. I will mark my own.
Please let me know if that pushes you up to a... oh god, I don't know where her sanity damage is on her notes. I'm just looking for it.
How many you get if you failed?
3.
And I need to know how many sanity damage I'm allowed to have.
Oh! Right, let's see. What, total?
Yeah.
In your case, Eric is allowed to have 29 sanity damage total.
Okay, I'm up to 5.
Okay, so it's not too bad then. However, who apart from Eric, hit their threshold?
I'm over the threshold already.
Yeah, no, the threshold is in the 1 or 3 points of sanity damage you took now. Whose threshold did that touch?
Here's a question. To go and ask.
Yep.
To go and ask before this point. Do we recover sanity at all or no?
There are ways of recovering it, but it's not as easy as you might think.
And I forgot what my threshold should be. Is it equal to my sanity?
Your threshold is the highest bonus of a mental ability score that you have.
Okay. So I'm good at the moment.
I'm good at the moment too.
Okay.
I'm fucked.
How did anyone else? Right.
I failed, but I'm at a 5, so I have not redoubled my 8.
Okay. But the 3 you just took, did that? You
Oh,
have.
we took 3? I thought you said we took 1.
You
Made it.
passed your save or failed your save? You failed your
I
save.
rolled
You
an
took
11,
3.
I failed.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
That would've
your
taken us to a
threshold
7.
is 3, so unfortunately that puts Gregor on a... Gregor, can you roll a D100? And Eric
Then I will
as well.
actually breach my... No, I'll breach it too. If we took 3 damage, then I'll breach it.
Well,
For
originally you said
yes.
1 if we failed, but
1 if you
29.
passed, 3 if you failed.
I went above mine 4 times already.
That's okay. I'm not asking about the total. I'm just talking about these 3
Okay,
points
I
right
just
now.
went over it 3 more times.
That's okay. It only counts as for 1 because it was all in one go. Right. Is anyone above half the amount they're allowed to take now?
Yes.
Yes.
Wait. You mean the 20?
I think I would be.
How much sanity
know
damage
what
have you
my
taken
threshold
so
was.
far?
I have
I've
3
taken
total.
5.
I've taken a total of 5 sanity damage.
Ah,
Ulna has taken a
Renacia
total
has
of 6.
taken... how did she do for a save? She passed or failed?
She failed with an 8.
Okay, so that puts her up to 8 sanity damage. She has an edge of 21, so she's on a minor roll. Evan, do you want to roll me a D100 for her as
Yeah.
well?
Sure.
Actually, he should be using my saves for that.
Okay. Oh god. Really? Right. From the
I don't
top.
know.
From the top, then, Evan,
Yeah.
Azure,
Yeah.
Phobia.
Okay.
1 day onset time, so that's okay.
Okay.
Do we think she should be scared of houses or screaming or something else?
Men. Because it's a
Dark.
guy.
Dark rooms.
Melted
Shadows.
candles.
Stubbing of toes.
I don't like that one actually.
Wait. Rugs.
Rugs. He did come up from the rug. Yeah, you can't trust those rugs.
We've got
Good point.
We've encountered a lot of rugs
Okay.
in this
Yeah.
whole adventure.
Yeah, an
Rather
irrational
than
fear of
rugs.
rugs. Awesome.
Rugs. Okay.
Um,
Not carpet. Rugs.
Una, 48. Oh, joy. Oh, God, a mania.
Oh god.
Oh, no.
Copying the thing you sent me. Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Ulna.
Ulna is developing a mania. She will have a manic obsession with something. And how the hell did it get the page number in there as well? Okay. A 1 day onset time, so that's good. What could she be obsessed with? Rugs!
Really?
Don't have to die.
Okay, can anyone else think of anything funky that could be?
Obsessed
Who's
with obsessed with the strange and unusual, the ghosts. She's obsessed with the. She's obsessed with ghosts.
Okay, Glenn.
Yeah.
Right. Ghost.
I rolled a 20 something.
You got a
29.
29. You can reroll that one. You've got that already.
Oh, gosh.
You don't want another portion of missing memory.
17.
Okay. Oh, a delusion. That's fine. 2d6
also
days
the
onset
issue-
time. Awesome.
6 days? Damn.
2d6.
Oh, okay.
He's invulnerable, he thinks.
Information coming your way now. I'm not entirely sure what he... Oh, the exact nature of a delusion is decided by the GM. I think I've got this one. I think
Are you
I've
the
got it.
ladies' man? Oh wait.
Idoligs.
I'm invulnerable! And as the big dice hits him.
Still invulnerable. Oh.
Yeah.
Just because I'm immortal doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. Ow.
Do you know about 2d6 now? Because I can't really do...
Technically, invulnerable and immortal are not the same thing.
This is very
Doesn't mean
true.
it doesn't still hurt.
Cassandra, you should enjoy
Hi.
playing this one.
63.
Are you familiar with the word melancholia?
Oh God.
Oh my god, she's emo.
Yeah.
I'm Mr. Emo.
Uh,
I thought this was for Lila. I thought they would have suited Lila more.
D4 days on set time there. So, okay, so 5 days for...
You record that one in her token.
Don't worry, if we can kill this thing quickly, I can at least remove 5 minutes of someone's memory, so they'll forget this whole entire encounter and therefore not have this problem.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, I have memory lapse. I can re-ornate what the hell goes on here.
You remove the last 5 minutes and go back up to the front door and go, did you stub your toe?
No.
Alright.
No, I'm gonna change the thing saying you stubbed your toe. That's what's gonna happen.
Right, and...
I regret my life.
Am I
I
missing...
regret all my decisions.
Me.
Yeah. Oh, you haven't rolled a D100 yet, right.
Nope. My mine's my wisdom is my highest stat with a 12.
Yep.
And I've got 5 insanity damage. So
Yep,
here's my
that's
D100.
okay. 24. Oh. Yeah, you can rule that one again. We don't want to give people a fugue state because you all started at that anyway. 65. Behold the melancholy barbarian.
Brad,
Yeah.
I'm
What
not
does melancholy mean?
Depressed. Emo.
Really depressed.
brain is
Where's
starting
my
to-
sword?
Yeah, brain is
My
starting- right.
sword.
Oh, what's that, Paul?
I've got a threshold of 1.
Yep.
Edge of 14. I've just gone up from 3 to 4 insanity because I passed my save. Does anything
Yep.
happen to me?
You got a threshold of 1.
Yeah, my stats is 1, 12 for wisdom.
Oh god, yeah, you'd better roll me a D100 then. You've taken 1 or more sanity damage, you're also gaining a lesser madness.
Do you have? Was it just your wisdom, or was it any of your?
Any.
That's my highest status. These personality is wisdom 12. So anytime I take damage,
At the moment,
I-
yes, but it gets easier to resist as your saves get higher as you gain levels.
I passed my save.
I know,
Yeah, but it still caused 1 point.
it still
of,
caused
sanity
1 point
damage, so
of
it
sanity
still
damage,
triggers.
unfortunately.
Hey, if you failed, it would have
Ooh.
been 3 points.
That's a new one. Oh, fuck me.
No.
No, thank you.
Paul, I'd like you to roll me a 2d6 days onset time.
Nine.
Yeah, so, 9 days onset time, that's good. That's really good. Okay.
Mhm. But
Agreed. No, I'm just kidding.
that'll be a good one. It's mine.
There was a role-playing game published in the 1980s called Paranoia.
I hate that
Yeah.
game.
Oh god.
Its title is remarkably appropriate as you have just rolled paranoia as a mental disorder.
Oh, the hour had to get me.
Absolutely. I mean, look, he just came up. Look, they clearly lured you into this house so this thing could rise up out of the carpet and murder you all. Right. Virgil, this is now a shocking, horrific... Just remember that the onset times do matter, so these don't take effect immediately. Uh-huh.
I have a question. It's kind of silly, though. Does the dog and the bird have to roll?
Kind of yes, kind of no. You know what we will do
Roll
is
the bird.
save.
I didn't know if it mattered.
The
I'm
bird.
sorry.
Well, the bird is probably going to die of leprosy. So here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. The bird does not save.
What date is it, please, in game?
Well, it's okay, because the peacock has had it bad enough already, and it probably doesn't handle things mentally the same way as a humanoid does.
It's now suicidal and it commits suicide.
What's the date? What's the date, please?
The date is, I can't tell you about advancing the day. Or can I? Manual entry.
Yeah, you can look at
Yes,
the manual entry number.
it is the. It's either the first or the third of Calistril 4716. How do you look at it, Evan? Because I.
Well,
Today
when you
is the
click- you
7th
look-
of
click
Calistro.
manual. Yeah,
I did click manual and it didn't have a day for months. Oh, the 7th. Yeah, today is Wheel Day, the 7th of Calistril 4716. Although it's very late in the evening now.
What date did you say? Wheel day what?
The 7th of
You can actually
Calistril.
choose. You can actually choose not to advance it, and just click the OK button, and it'll post it.
Yeah,
Uh,
really?
Yeah. If you
Okay.
do it manually.
So
I only
here's a
exactly-
question: who had the worst time here? Who just got punched in the dick the worst?
Don't know.
You can't tell
onset time.
because it's still in the first round and not everyone's had a go yet, and no one's actually been physically attacked.
Now,
Well,
No. This is for
I-
sanity.
But I would definitely say probably Eric.
Yeah.
But is there a visual effect that lets us know, or an ally
That's true.
know, how you've been affected? That's the problem.
That's up to you to roleplay, man. All of
Well,
you.
if we've got an onset time, then it doesn't trigger till the onset is up.
I know, but it's still a very scary creature, and the way you
Okay.
roleplay a reaction to its presence is entirely up to you.
True.
At this point, I would like to remind you that Lesser Restoration can be cast to remove sanity damage instead of stat damage.
Sweet.
I need to buy me a wand of that.
Yeah. But I can go and make you forget your turn, forget the last turn, so that this doesn't happen. That you forget that you failed your save and you don't have any of these penalties.
But then I look
Don't
over
get
it
it.
But then he just looks at it
and then
again.
have to make a save.
Yeah. Yeah.
Better
You'll
than
have to go and make a save at some point.
No, he wouldn't have to make the save again. He'd just like temporarily suppress the downside and then just reapply it when it became obvious again.
No, that's
What would happen
he
is
forgets completely. You
Um,
cause the target to forget what
I'm
happened.
I'm
from the
aware of
casting
this. I'm just saying that mechanically, the way the madness system works, it's like it's the damage is there, then it's suppressed, then it flares up again, then it goes down again.
However, I was going to try to say was best to do it at the end because any accumulative penalties, because you're going to see this guy again if you make a new save. So do it at the end.
Yeah.
Do it.
No. What would probably happen is that
Easy,
my
guys, easy.
character
We're
would-
kind of dragging down a bit here. It's
Yeah.
Virgil's turn, and we're getting into that, spending 3/4 of an hour discussing rules in the middle of a high intensity situation.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Anyway, let's see here. What can I do?
Magic missile.
I'm not that kind of wizard.
And you and your eyes and your books.
Oh, classic.
I have no books. I have a peacock.
You have a leprous book. It's all right.
Yes, I have a leprous book. No. Let's see here.
So, given that it's essentially got all of the spells that he knows in parts of its body, if the leprosy gets so bad that, dispels actually fall out of it,
Yeah, I was
No.
wondering that myself. Does he actually lose spells off of his spell book? Because it's like losing pages.
No, it's all in its brain. It's all in the thing's brain for some stupid reason.
It's
But anyway,
or something. Yeah.
so then
His brain falls out.
just hope Sylar from Heroes doesn't turn up and run his finger along its forehead for no reason at all whatsoever.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway, I still am trying to figure out what I'm trying to do here. I might go in, just try to summon something because that might be easier. I'm going to
Well-
go and spend a round to go and cast summon monster.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm going to go and use summon monster too.
alright. Is Icarus the Peacock going to do anything?
No, he can't do shit against this thing.
Is he going to freak out and run away?
He is going to go and cower in
Folks, your cloak.
my robes.
Yeah.
All right, Gregor.
Oh, joy.
Yeah.
Since I have Mighty Red Destiny out, so
Uh-huh.
I think to use against this thing.
Ooh, this will be fun.
Because I don't think. Hang on, let me see what I have.
It's a magic
Wow.
sword. And that was a really loud creak.
Yes. I don't actually have to move, so I'm gonna stand here.
I just seen what Evan wrote in the chat there.
Don't stand in front of me. Right. Oh, it doesn't matter where you go.
It timed well with the creak of the chair.
Mm-hmm.
You were saying, Glenn.
Nothing. I'm just attacking,
Okay,
and I miss.
you swing with the sword,
Even with
missing
plus
by
one to hit.
merest inches. As your sword cleaves through the air, just short of the spectral creature, you feel as if you're cutting through mud or something. You know, the blade seems like you're cutting through water. You know, the blade seems to slow down and drag that little bit longer than you'd expect it to, as it nears the thing, and then speeds up again as it gets further away.
Probably.
Ulna.
She is somehow angered by this thing.
Okay.
She's not sure why, but it's to represent the whole.
Uh-huh.
He's standing over a carpet. And she doesn't understand the anger, but she's going in.
Oh, great.
And yeah, I need to check something. Yeah, that's.
Why does
gonna
she
be a
have
whole
some
lot
kind of ability damage?
No. Oh, she's got ability damage on her, yeah. But
Okay, well, hopefully it'll get fixed in a while. She
hopefully.
stomps into the entrance hole of the house, towards the spirit.
supposed to be one attack.
Yep,
and
that's
I have
okay.
to go mute for a moment.
Her fist just goes straight through it, right up to the elbow, and it. You know how an image in water kind of ripples if it's disturbed? The creature kind of ripples around her and then closes up again. You know, it just kind of vibrates as she passes through it, and then reforms. Floofer kind of wants to get out of here.
Ulna will look back to the others and say, "We need claws. Don't work. We need something more."
I don't think anything physical works. We need something magical.
Floofer yelps. Oh, actually, he
Red Destiny. Don't you still have
cowers.
that sword?
He's
Yeah.
dealing with that already.
Floofer cowers and goes, but he's doing it very defensively.
How can we destroy this thing?
And as he kind of cringes up against him, you hear his voice in your head going, "We can't! We need to get out of here now!" And as you hear him feeling that, the Wailing Spirit turns and howls at Lady Catherine and rakes at her with its hands. It reaches out.
We are getting out of here. Get out of here. Let's go.
Oh,
Not our turn.
oh wow, that's lucky.
And misses both times.
That's really lucky. Whenever you see incorporeal touch in a Pathfinder stat block, it's generally bad news.
Yep.
Lila, your turn.
I move to there and I scream out, scream out, "Get out my bloody mind!" And I blast it.
Okay. So this is physical crushing or physical slashing? I can't remember.
Physical bludgeoning, you found that out.
Okay. Okay, yep. Physical
Well,
bludgeoning, crushing damage, that's fine, yep.
It's magical. It might hurt this, but it'll probably be half damage, so let's hit it first. Does that hit his AC? Missed by one, I believe. No,
Nope,
because
we will hit.
because Lady Catherine says gives me +1 to hit.
Oh, but you're firing into combat. Did you?
No, I got precise.
Uh-huh.
So it's magical bludgeoning damage. However, incorporeal takes half damage against magical attacks. I believe.
I'm very aware of this.
They're not 17. It's a mere 8.
That's actually going to be 18, so it's a mere 9. Because you get
Yeah.
+1 to hit, +1 to damage from Lady Catherine.
Oh, damage as well. That's fine. Yeah, so it's 9. Thank you for that. Lady Catherine. If I scream at it, say, get out of my mind, because I still think it's a dream.
All right, Eric. What do you want to do?
Eric the cleric.
You've got your scythe. You don't have your sword.
Something horrifying has just affected me, so I'm going to retreat into my emotions.
Uh-huh.
They just wash away from my facade.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as it's affected, I'll... There. It's in effect.
Okay.
He steps forward very calmly, and he has no expression on his face. And then he raises the scythe. That's probably not going to do anything because I think that's an important creature. But and scythe. He's using his once per day ability.
Okay. Well, it is kind of late in the evening, so that's all right. He'll get it back tomorrow. So the blade swings through the air. It swings from right to left over the head of the creature, almost sinking with a jarring thud into the handrails of the stairs, the banisters, and he just goes whoomph and just narrowly misses the steps.
Now, the scythe that I'm using looked normal when I walked up there, but when I went to swing at it, it kind of grew one size. And then shrunk back
okay.
down.
So it didn't grow bigger, it just kind of became denser and hit harder. It didn't actually magically change size. However, you did feel it slow down and as it went through the air near the creature, as if there was some kind of resistance there. Like trying to tug through a carpet. And why did I not put VBL on this chimney properly like I did with all the other ones in here? Damn it, I'll just fix that. Right. Azure. Can you even see it from here? Yes, you can, just about. Okay.
Yes. Una, get away from those fibers. They're dangerous. I'll save you. And she fades out of existence as I send her home.
Fibers. Okay.
I
I understand. That's
visible
just
to me, so please bring her over here somewhere.
Yep,
And make her
sure.
visible again.
I'll take her out of combat initiative as she has essentially disappeared.
You can see her. She's got this look on her face of, huh? And fade. You please make her visible. I don't want to switch to GM view.
I have a set to not be visible to players. What do you mean?
Yeah, I don't have. Thank you.
Okay, I'll just put her
Yeah,
over here for
I'm
now.
putting visible to owners only.
Okay. Right, Lady Catherine. Let me check. What level are you guys? Level 3 or 4? You're level 3.
3.
Right, okay. Okay, just making sure. Oh, wow.
I guess she has flanking.
I love how no one else is making knowledge checks or anything. You know, it's like, yeah.
Well, we forgot to do that on
It's fine.
Cassie's turn. So.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, okay then. You certainly got his attention.
And he will need 2 saves. If he fails the first one, he doesn't need to worry about the second one.
Why? He already failed last round.
Yeah, it ends at the beginning
Oh,
of her
it
turn.
saves every round. Okay, it's will save, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, wow. He is not rolling well at all.
Actually, he will make the first one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's only 10 plus half the level plus.
Evan,
the charisma
you might want
modifier.
to... Okay, that's more like it. He actually rolled above a 4 this time.
Okay, yeah, he saved both times, so they no longer get the plus.
Yeah. That makes it Reynasia's turn.
Right, I'll go ahead and roll her skill check for her since she asked about it when the fight started.
Which skill would you like?
Knowledge religion.
Oh, sure. Yeah. So this is some kind of ghost or spectre or incorporeal undead. I'll let you have 2 useful pieces of information about this individual. What would you like to know?
Take it away, Cassie.
Oh, wait. Do you want to use investigator inspiration to improve the result of that skill check? Or save it for something more important?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a D6, isn't it, I think?
It's
I'll
another-
roll
yes.
4.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
So
28
that
total.
uses 1 of your free inspiration points, right?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, cool.
So she has a 28.
I'll let you know 3 things. What would you like to know?
Is there any way to destroy these kind of specters?
Yes, you'd need to find the dead body of this man and give him a proper burial on consecrated ground.
A church! A church!
A kingdom for the church, yes.
Right, so someone's been making these specters then?
And this ghost is not the body.
Mhm.
No, definitely is not.
Well, that's 1 useful piece of information. What other piece of information would you like to know? And no, you can't know where the body is just by looking at him.
After you
But that's
ask your
useful
questions,
information.
after you ask your questions, think about how much you want to tell us in the span of that.
In the span of
second
a
round.
few seconds, while everyone else is screaming and fighting and running for their lives.
Am I able to find out about this house? Or what's why it's become a house of specters?
Yeah, this wailing spectre probably has a strong emotional attachment to this house, to have stayed here for so long.
Because it fucking died here!
Quite probably, yes.
How
I told you
many?
not to go in here!
What was that last?
How many are there?
Oh, you're gonna have to hope there's probably just for 1 of him, otherwise you're in real trouble. I can also let you know that he's challenge rating 7, by the way.
Oh shit.
Then we're done.
You know, something no one's really had much of a chance to pick up on yet.
I would have assumed, since we're not having a lot of luck with him. Yeah. Can we get out of here now? Can we?
You might want to, yeah.
You
What would
may
you
not
like to do
want
with
to
your
just
token?
yet. Relax.
What would you like to do with your character?
Hold on. Hang on. She's made a knowledge check. She hasn't taken any actions yet.
I'm picking Flipper up and we're leaving.
All right.
She did ask her 3 questions.
I'm
Yeah.
leaving. We can't fight this thing. If you'd like to come with me, or then do so. Otherwise, feel free to
So
die
about
here.
here-ish somewhere.
That's 60 feet if you want it.
Yep. And you guys can tell she's in a hurry to leave because she didn't even reload her crossbow.
Well, if you want the full 60, there's 60
Yep.
feet for.
Yep.
Okay, Virgil, your summoning spell completes.
Yep, Celestial Wolf, please.
All right. Damn it, Evan, can you get us a
I'll do
wolf
it.
token
Right here,
quickly?
please.
Right.
He'll be able to move it in a moment. I'll set it up.
Yeah, it's fine. Thanks for reminding me, but hang on.
And just to let you know, We can actually kill this one. I can't guarantee that we'll be able to kill any of the others. But we should be able to go and beat this one because I have 2 spells that I took because ghosts, and I know that this is a creepy, spooky thing. And also Force Sword is really good.
It is.
Can't kill it.
That pops up over there.
Mm-hmm.
Smite evil.
Yeah, I'll deal with the wolf in a second.
Okay.
I
Today,
am
your
going.
turn.
Yep. I'm going to use a standard action to cast Force Sword. Question, Eric, is your sword a longsword?
It's a scythe.
No, where is my sword?
Oh, it's a great sword.
Oh, sorry. Well, this isn't your sword. It's a miniature version of your sword, meaning it's a longsword. And I'll walk over here and hand you a spectral sword. Or offer a spectral sword to somebody. One of those two.
Hey.
The
It's Chris's sword. I mean, Scott's sword.
yes. Yes, it is. Please use it. Please take it. This will probably go and let you at least be able to go and hurt it. But anyway, Smite Evil on the spirit. And the wolf is going to go and do its...
So
But
2 hit dice would get a +4 to damage.
It's a 3 hit die? Or
It's a
no,
2
it's
hit
not.
die.
It's a 2 hit die.
Well, typically it's only a +2 to damage, but if it's an undead, I think it's a +4 if it strikes like a paladin does.
It
Is it a
strikes
magic-
exactly like a paladin.
Is it a magical weapon?
Yep.
No, but
no.
it ignores all damage reduction.
Yeah.
That is it.
And taking half and taking no damage for being incorporeal is not damage reduction. So this will be fun. So it bites at it. Let's have a look.
Yep. So I get +0 to attack rolls and 4 against evil.
Awesome. You can consider
4
this
damage.
evil by this point. His face is twisted and full of rage and hatred.
Well, it's an undead. It will still count as evil.
Yeah.
No
No,
matter
it's
what.
the evil undead specifically.
Kind of
anyway.
all are. But anyway, carry on.
So the bite will happen.
Yep. And it will not be harmful.
It misses. But there's a spectral sword for Eric. If
Well,
He
what's
will
your
actually go.
words to Eric when you offer it to him?
take this sword, mighty warrior, pierce its heart.
He just kind of
God.
blinks at you, unstaring, the unblinking stare.
Sword in the shadow plane.
You're lucky that this is the dread barbarian instead of the normal barbarian, because I can actually think.
Gregor, it's your turn.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking.
The ghostly spectral creature stands before you, floats before you all, having done no damage to any of you yet.
You're luck. I think we're lucky.
5 foot step back.
Mm-hmm.
I am
So for
firing
all-
in the melee, disrupt undead.
Okay, good call.
So for all purposes, when you grasp this, Eric, that's what it is. It's a +1 longsword of force.
Alright, the holy energy sears past, almost catching it, and shines a little light harmlessly on the stairs. A few of the cobwebs kind of shrink back a little. Floofer is being carried and very grateful. The wailing spirit will go for Lady Catherine because she has hurt it quite a lot.
Hmm.
And it howls and moans. Oh my god. Okay, awesome.
It hits once.
She gets to feel horrible racking pain go through her incorporeal form. First off, she gets to take the damage for that. Shall I apply it for you?
I got it.
Okay.
Is she affected by the incorporeal touch? That's my only question. I don't remember.
Yes, incorporeal creatures can touch each other as if they are corporeal. Also, we get to click this button. That's fun. She feels really bad.
Yep. Also, the plus that force longsword does full damage to him because it's force.
Yeah.
Should I build another weapon or what?
You should
Probably
take that
yes.
sword and you should take that
And
sword and
he
strike
will
it.
drift to here.
Weapons.
Yeah. Lila, it's your turn.
5, 10, 15. I said get my bloody dream, you bastard! Oh, what's the effect? I'm probably using stronger language than that, but let me see. Point blank
I may
shot.
need to revise one of the one of the things that will be upcoming events.
Hits
Ooh.
him, 14 damage halved. That does include all the bonuses.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only 7 damage, but hey,
It's the warlock all over again.
Yep, it's been a warlock.
It's the fuck you game mechanics. We're going to just throw game balance out the window and have an overpowered class. It's fine. Eric, you have some kind of magical glowing sword in your hand. It might even go or something like that, but it probably doesn't.
I reach out and take the sword from him and hold it in my hand. And in my mind's eye, it looks like a great sword. 5 step.
Strike true.
Swing.
Man, if he takes this down now with this blow, it would be so perfect.
And then we just go and holler back. We killed it.
Oh, wow.
He hits it
He does.
for full damage.
Yep.
He ain't happy.
It howls in agony. And it's Azur's turn.
Okay, so I fumble through my pocket and I pull a card out of the deck and please roll on the table. Click the stack of cards, not the spread hand.
Oh, yeah, one moment. It's window, tables. Which one did you want? Harrow deck?
It's the stacked hero deck, not the
There you
spread
go.
hand. Thank you. That will be a fiendish creature I summon forth.
Oh, great.
And it is evil alignment for the first. Let's see, I'm 3rd level, so for the first 3 rounds, it's considered to have some stat bonuses, but it's evil for the duration. And let's see, I can get level 2 summoning, so I'm going to call forth a fire elemental because I'm going to destroy a carpet. But it's not going to get fiendish because it's an elemental. I can't give fiendish to elementals.
That's okay.
It's still evil. It's just I'll have to equip it with whatever it's going to get, but I'm going to conjure it here, and it's going to begin attacking the carpet and no one else. That's what I'm telling you. Kill that carpet.
Okay.
So I will set up the bonus it gets for the short duration. Let's see.
The carpet
Wisdom.
is sadly neither evil nor good, having no alignment.
It gets its bonus stat boost is going to be irrelevant. It gets a +4 wisdom. But I will attack the carpet.
Okay, the fire elemental unholy smites the carpet and fumbles.
Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't. Like I said, it doesn't.
It misses the carpet somehow.
Yeah, somehow.
It's
But
blazing darkly. You can
It
see
just
like
sits there.
black
This is
and
my
purple tinges around the edge of the flames, and it's just burning there, like really. It's like hovering lower and lower near the carpet, just
Quick, my dark
smouldering
minion!
in the doorway.
Kill the carpet! Kill the carpet, quick!
Lady Catherine's
Summon
turn.
me to kill a carpet.
Yeah, you told me to do what?
That's what it's doing. You
Yeah.
summon me to kill a carpet.
Yep.
What?
This is my life.
You
This
got-
is my existence right
Carpet's
now.
good?
What are
Okay.
you talking about? You got no life.
It thinks the carpet must be of some good alignment. Who knows?
Oh my god, this is like the land of Argyle. My thick as shit half-orc paladin tried to detect evil on a sack, couldn't determine if a sack was evil or not, and therefore proceeded to interrogate the sack, demanding the sack tell him where it was hiding its evil, because he couldn't see if it had any or not. And threatened to beat up the sack because it refused to answer his questions.
Lady Catherine.
She'll hit once.
She will. Oh, that is very nasty. And with a wail, he disappears from view.
From
He-
you.
He seems to shrink and shrivel down and disappear into the floor. And he's gone.
So, anyway. Eric, you have that for, let's see, 3 minutes, which each round is only 6 seconds. So,
To represent the trashing of a carpet.
Uh-huh.
I have a long sword in my hand. It's about the size of a machete, and suddenly, for no apparent reason,
Oh, it's a bit bigger than a
hockey
machete.
mask appears.
But
you
there's
have
a
that for
humorous,
180 rounds.
there's something humorous to point out. Fire elementals are outsiders.
Are you suggesting it should not be allowed inside the building?
No, Eric has a problem with outsiders.
Oh god, he does, yeah.
So does the wolf.
I don't think that thing's an outsider.
You're pretty
wolf
sure
you
it's
would
not
probably-
of this world.
The wolf you may not know, but the wolf goes away. Well, the wolf will go and sit back down here and.
Plus, more importantly, it's
I'm
on
pretty sure
fire.
That thing is from here somewhere.
it's on fire. Wait, no, it's not on fire, it's made of fire. This is very, very wrong.
But my int says. I'm
Okay.
done as a stump.
While the fire elemental depressingly begins burning the rug in a really half-assed manner, what do the rest of you want to do?
Well, we can either GTFO or continue to go and look through the place because I just blew my big level spells to go and give 180 rounds worth of Force Sword.
Oh, wait, here. I've got to take out that carpet.
I was like, see, told you it's just a dream. I blew it away. I think. I told you it's just a
Well,
dream.
we have an issue.
Was it me?
Alright? We have an individual that is running assholes and elbows.
That's true. We probably should just leave for today, I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
I think we should come back during the day would be a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we should also get some crowbars to go and open up the windows.
Having also managed to get rid of... oh, okay.
A Spectre?
Interesting. Having managed to get rid of the Doomsayer who was telling everyone that the end was coming,
We can go to sleep.
you may now be able to go back to the inn and pay off the... wait for it. the 39 gold pieces and 6 silver piece bar tab that Eric ran up. And finally have somewhere to sleep. And I'll give you all a teleport link back to the main map of Thrushmoor.
Once I see that the initial carpet is burned and destroyed, I will come in just briefly to examine it, see the other carpet sitting
See
off
the
to
other
that
carpet in the next
way.
room.
Yep, and then I'll walk away and I'll say, "You just finish killing that carpet." And I'll when you're done, you can go home.
Goes home anyway.
So you head back through the town to the silver wagon. When you get inside, you can let Dana Galagos know that finally old what's his name?
He won't be bothering anybody for a little while.
Yeah.
He is busy loving himself.
Oh really? She says.
Yes, he's hugging himself tightly.
I see. Well, I suppose if you settle that debt, you can stay here for the night. You do need somewhere to remain after all.
I'm not lying. We put him in a love me jacket.
Well, I'm
when we
glad.
left
Old Nasmith's clothes were looking a bit tatty, but I hope he just doesn't come around bothering my patrons.
No, he'll be well taken care of. He's with a group of individuals that are going to love listening to what he has to say.
Right. So about settling that bill.
What bill?
The amount of money you owe for all the
Your
drinks you
bill.
had, sir. Your 40 gold?
I can assure you, I do not remember having any bills.
Look, with the amount you drunk, you probably wouldn't remember it, but that doesn't change a thing. The debt is still outstanding.
Why would you let him drink?
Virgil,
that
you
much?
already agreed to pay this.
I did not agree to shit. Don't
Shut
put
up,
words in
Virgil.
my fucking mouth.
I'm sorry, I'm looking
Wow.
at your name is underneath his token for some reason.
Oh,
I
You
don't
mother-
know why. When I was zoomed out, your name was underneath his token for some damn reason. Oh, that's right, because it says Virgil's Workshop.
yeah, that's why.
Don't you throw that shade on me. You don't know me. Anyway,
You're right.
What,
I
on the
don't know
ground
any
floor,
of-
Evan? Probably not.
Okay.
Eric, we did agree that we would pay for this so we could get some sleep.
or you guys go and stay in my workshop.
Well, I'll go stay in their workshop.
Are there any
There are
rugs in the
probably
workshop?
sharp
workshop?
blades there.
Are there any rugs in your workshop?
I will make sure that they're gone.
Okay, I'll stay at the workshop. I don't want to try and step. I don't want to have Olnik have to carry me up the stairs, although that would be kind of interesting. Carry me up the stairs to the inn if there's a carpet in the hallway, or rug in the hallway.
Oh dear.
There is a
I'm
rug
sure
in the
Phil would
store
want-
portion, but it will be fine. Because there's an alternate way into the workshop.
Okay.
Wow, so you're really not paying off the bar tab? When you guys have hundreds of gold pieces?
I've
I don't have
offered
much
my
money.
home.
Uh-huh.
Well,
I don't
the
mind,
way I
I'm
see-
just checking for my records
he's
and
the
notes.
kind of character who's in the moment. So if he doesn't remember having the bar tab, didn't have the bar tab, no matter what everyone else says. They could have,
Right.
a
Okay.
painting
That's
of
fine.
me drinking at the bar tab with a god standing there saying, "You were there," and he'd say, "No, I wasn't there. I don't remember it."
Alright,
And that is
so
how you became a god.
so I take it you're all heading back to Virgil's.
No, I'm staying in the
workshop.
I'm sorry. I'm sleeping in comfort.
Oh, well, you'd
I'll turn
better
around and
pay off
walk
his bar tab, then.
And I look at her and go, I'm paying it off. These people don't get to stay. And I walk off and go upstairs.
She shrugs and nods and says, all right, you better pay for a room as well if you want one.
How much is it?
I don't know. She quotes you a price. I can't remember the average in prices off the top of my head.
And then I go upstairs.
I like how he's the one who has all the fucking money, and I don't really.
Nope, I gave everybody money. I gave everybody their share.
Yeah.
Yes,
100 gold is what
everybody got 100 gold.
All right.
I pay my dues for the inn and go upstairs myself. Get a room.
Okay.
I figure my workshop actually has a place for me to sleep. I don't know about those two fools, but
yeah, it's going to be uncomfortable for them, but they can sleep somehow, you know.
Yep.
Well, I have endurance as a feat, so I can pretty much sleep anywhere.
You all go and settle down for the night and get some sleep. And finally, some of you may or may not have leveled. I'm not sure how much experience points you have. I know I probably have a few more to give you. Oh, yeah.
So I do have a shop front portion, and I also have a workshop portion.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants to sleep in which side? Because there's enough space for probably both of you. Who wants to sleep in which side?
Do you have enough soft dolls that I could just pile them all in and sleep on top of them?
I typically go and work with like wooden dolls and stuff.
That depends. Does the back part have an exit to it?
The front part has an exit, and the back part has an exit.
That sounds so rude.
I'll sleep in the back part of the workshop because there'll be sawdust. And that's comfortable.
Yes, there you go.
Sawdust ain't comfortable.
Sure.
Enough.
Can those who were afflicted with mental disorders let me know what they were so I can tally them all up? I think we're kind of rounding up the session here, really, and calling it a night. But I'm just, doing a little admin before we tidy up.
Oh, I've got melancholia onset, 1 day onset.
Oh yes, sure. You see several unfinished dolls all over the place.
Right.
Yeah.
Who else got what now?
I did. So put down paranoia, 9 days onset.
Okay. That is Lila.
Do you want the new one or all three?
Oh, I've got the others. I'm just keeping a tally of all of them.
Okay.
So just for new
Put it in
stuff.
chat for you, Raph.
Melancholy.
Okay. Did we roll a onset time for that?
Yeah, 2 days.
Okay, that's going to be interesting.
I don't see an onset time for her.
For whom?
Oh, you've got it listed down below. Never mind.
Okay. And for all those of you who were asking, do we finally get to rest? Yes, you finally get to rest.
I sleep comfortably. Do 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 do. And I can heal all of my con damage, all my dex damage probably.
And I
Because
get
I was already at
to
-1.
mark some things.
Oh, and then Raph, when I'm in the room, I will check to see how much money is in that bag.
Oh, good point. So that bag, yeah. How are you checking it? Are you like, putting your hand in, reaching around, or are you tipping it up, or what?
Probably reach in and pull out handfuls.
Okay, one moment then. Alright. Let me just find that bag.
Lovely.
you reach into the bag. How far are you reaching into the bag?
Until I feel something.
Okay, so you go about elbow deep in the bag. The bag's not that big.
All right.
And then
Well,
you find something.
Yeah.
This bag is a lot bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. It has 500 gold pieces in it. By the time you keep pulling coins out of the bag, and there's more and more and more of them, and in the end, the pile of coins is almost as big as the bag itself, and it didn't seem that full. This must be some kind of magic bag to hold this many coins and feel quite light.
Okay, well then, I guess I will be trying to do... Those fine leather bracers that we got, those were just fine leather bracers. They did not, or do they magic?
Where did you get them from, do you know?
Somewhere in the asylum, I think.
I'm gonna have to say, I think it was the close to the last fight in the asylum, or we pulled it out of water.
Ah! That would
Some type
probably be Ulva Zandalus's bracers.
Okay.
In which case, they are magical, I believe.
That is for the bracers and
Hold on. I'm trying to find them and see if... Okay, no, they're not his. Let me look a little longer. I don't believe you found them underwater.
Cassie, I sent you a message earlier if you could take a look at it. You might not have been online at the time.
Okay.
It would really help to know where you found them, unfortunately, because I can't find them right now.
Okay. Well,
For now, assume they might be unusual.
Beef jerky, and then there was fine leather bracers, oil of magic weapon, potion of bear strength, bear's endurance. That was in the group of stuff. Let me see where you gave me.
Do you have... did one of you find an unusual harrow card in the asylum? I believe you did.
Yes, Evan took that.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea what it is yet.
I'm just checking you've still got it. Right. I found the jerked beef and a pearl tooth. So I'm hoping the bracers will be near it.
The special Harrow deck or Harrow card was foreign trader
That might have been
intent.
on the old woman.
Ah!
Page 53 in Church of Sanity.
Yes, I found them. Yes, the bracers are magical. Was there anything else you wanted to check quickly? I think we can kind of round this one up now and do
Yeah, it
admin
was the
between
bracers. I
sessions.
just checked the bracers and the... Oh, in that bag.
Well, the bag is definitely magical. The bracers are definitely magical when you examine them. What was the other thing you wanted to check?
I rolled a 27 for spellcraft and a 28 for spellcraft on them individually, and that's the only two items that I do
Okay,
figure out
so
what they were.
those would be bracers of armor +2, And
Nice.
a bag of holding.
Nice.
Apparently type 1. Which is
Eventually
either
I'll
the
get them.
worst or the very best. And I'll let you go look that up
Worst.
in between sessions. But hey, it's still good. With that, I'll let you all pass off to sleep. You can get a good night's rest. You can all hit the rest button. Apart from those of you who will be on other planes of existence at this time. So the doll and Lady Catherine
That's-
don't get to rest.
That's why with the doll I did one of my lesser rejuvenates before before I go to sleep. I recall it. I do a lesser rejuvenate, and
It's
then I send
okay.
it away, and that heals it up.
And as you all
Are there
dream and fade away from consciousness, we'll wrap up the session and pick it up next time. I hope you all enjoyed this one. We'll say bye-bye. I can stop recording.
Bye.
Bye.
So long.
There's a few questions.